And welcome to another episode of Toby's Barbecue Corner. Today we're making beef roulades in the Dutch oven with egg noodles and red cabbage. Now what you need for it and how to do it, I'm going to show you in this episode. And this is what we need for today. Now obviously we need beef roulades, we need a couple of pickles, we need some cube bacon, some soup vegetables, some tomato paste, some cream, some beef stock, we need some red wine, and this is a Pinotage from South Africa, so really looking forward to that one, but obviously you can use any red wine you like. We need some bay leaves, some juniper berries, we need some Mediterranean herbs, we need some mustard, we need a little bit of butter, salt, pepper, and obviously we need our egg noodles as well as the red cabbage. Now I didn't want to bore you, so what I've done is I've already cut up the pickles. So basically you just cube them a little bit, make them nice and small, and then the soup vegetables I've also cut up in a rough way, but I didn't bother peeling them simply because we're going to strain the sauce later on, so we're going to remove that and we're not going to eat it, so that's going to be fine. Now what you want to do is obviously take a mustard of your choice, preferably one that you like, and then we're just going to spread the mustard across the meat. Now what you want to do is you want to keep the sides and the ends free from the mustard, so we can create a little bit of a seal. So just like that. Then we're going to season it thoroughly with pepper and obviously with salt. Then we're going to take some of our cube pickles and put them right on top of the mustard. Just like that. Make sure you got some everywhere. And then we're going to take our bacon as well and fill that in there. That will help with the moisture, obviously the texture as well, and it will be very delicious. Alright, once you've done that, what you want to do is you're going to take the side and flip it over a little bit to create a seal so that the stuffing doesn't fall out. As best as you can, obviously. And then you're just going to very nicely, with a little tuck once in a while, like tug on it, and then roll it shut. And we're going to create our little roulade. As you may have noticed, all of a sudden there's two roulades. So what I've done is I've actually cut them in half and rolled them out on both sides just to create smaller roulades. They will cook quicker and more evenly. So what you're going to do is you're going to take some butcher's twine and you're going to try to create a little package, because obviously that roulade right now would fall apart if you put it in the Dutch oven just like it is. So you can also use toothpicks if you like, but I prefer butcher's twine. It makes it also easier than to sear the roulades later on. All done, all wrapped up. Now some of them were a bit harder than others simply because of the size and the width of the roulades, so try to tell your butcher, if at all possible, to cut them as uniform as possible. That will make it a lot easier, but now they're ready to go on the barbecue. For today's cook we're using my size 6 Dutch oven. I've already put some butter in it to melt, and once that has melted and really come up to temperature, we're going to sear the roulades. A couple of minutes later, nice and hot, so let's put in the roulades. About 2 minutes later, they got a good sear, so we're going to give them a flip, and look at that, how lovely. So give them a flip, put them on the other side, and give them a sear on the other side. And a couple of minutes later, they've gotten some good color all around, as you can tell. So we're going to remove them, and now we're going to take care of our veggies. So of course we're going to use all of that lovely flavor that's inside here already. So let's dump in the veggies. Give them a bit of a sear as well. And what you can do is if you have left over any of the pickles, throw them in as well. It will just add to the flavor. Just make sure you stir it occasionally. Give them some good color from all sides. And then what we're going to do is we're going to create a little hole right here in the center. Just like that. And then we're going to put in our tomato paste and give that a bit of a color as well, and just release all these lovely aromas. And then once the tomato paste has gotten some color as well and some temperature, you're just going to mix it in with the vegetables. Make sure you coat it everywhere a little bit. And let it simmer for a little while longer. I'd say about 2 or 3 more minutes, just to give it that consistency we're looking for. Alright, 2 minutes are up. So what we're going to do is we're going to add about 1/4 liter of red wine. And bring that to a boil and reduce it by about half. And then we're going to add in the broth as well as all the other ingredients. Right, the wine has sufficiently reduced down, so in with the broth. As well as the bay leaves and the juniper berries. Give it a good stir and let that come up to temperature. Right, our little veggie broth has gotten sufficient time to heat up, so we're now going to reintroduce the roulades, make sure they're nicely covered in the liquid. And then we're going to let that cook at low heat for about 3 hours. And then lastly, just add in the last remaining bit of red wine. As I said, it's about 3/4 of a bottle, because obviously the last quarter you want to keep for yourself. And then lastly, after putting on the lid, just move it in the indirect zones. I put it in the center, turned both other heaters to low, and then it will cook there for the 3 hours, as I said. 3 hours are up. So what we're going to do is we're going to very gently remove the roulades, and then we're going to strain the sauce, so hopefully those roulades don't fall apart. But guys, let me tell you, it smells absolutely delicious. Now the sauce is strained, so we're going to add in our Italian herbs. A little bit of mondamine just to thicken the sauce a little bit, and then a little bit of cream. And that will nicely thicken the sauce. We're going to bring this to a boil, and then we're going to reintroduce the roulades. Now let me tell you, some of these roulades are really soft, so they're about to fall apart, so we're definitely there. So the sauce has come up to temperature. We're going to reintroduce those roulades, and as I said, they are mega soft, so we only need about 10 more minutes and then we're good to go. Alright guys, 3.5 hours later, we're done. Let's have a quick look. But that smells absolutely amazing, so I'm gonna prepare a final plate And there we have it, guys, our beef roulades made in the Dutch oven with egg noodles and red cabbage. And we're gonna dig in now. Alright guys, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video about the beef roulades made in the Dutch oven with egg noodles and red cabbage. Now it was super delicious, it was very, very tender. Now I guess if you leave them whole and you give them another 20 minutes, that would work out as well. But I really prefer to have them a bit smaller. It just cooks more evenly and you know, obviously you don't overeat. Now if you did enjoy the video, I would appreciate a comment and a thumbs up. Please head over to that subscribe button for more great videos to come, and I hope to see you soon again at Toby's Barbecue Corner.